Welcome back to Run Junkie, presented by A6. Lincoln, what's gone down this past weekend besides the fact that you're growing out your mustache?
Yeah, it's growing really well. The wife loves it. But in running news, we were all talking about the Toronto Marathon. Didn't think we'd be talking about the Toronto Marathon, but Cam Levins won the Canadian title and, more importantly, broke a 43-year-old Canadian record. He ran 2:09:25. We remember him a few years ago. He was on NOP. A few years before that, he was running 3,000 miles a week. But now he's a good marathoner, 2:09:25 in his debut. Pretty darn impressive there.
I think he still has eligibility at Southern Utah. He's like, what, a 12th year senior, right, with Mormon missions?
Right.
Moving over to cross country, we have some big breaking signing news. Well, not breaking, it happened this past weekend. Claudia Lane, the two-time Foot Locker champion, is going over to the East Coast to Dartmouth. A kind of shocking move there. We did not see Dartmouth in the running. She visited with Cal and Dartmouth. She chose Dartmouth. What are your thoughts on Claudia Lane?
I mean, it worked for Abby D. It could work for Claudia Lane as well. I know we have different coaches now at Dartmouth, but you can't ever blame somebody for choosing the Ivy League. And again, Dartmouth has had success in the past across country. So a big time recruit for, what are they? The Big Green? The Mean Green?
Mean Green, Big Green Machine? I don't know. We should learn that out. Moving over to the cross country conference weekend extravaganza. Lincoln and I are going to be hosting a conference watch weekend fun extravaganza. I haven't come up with the full words, but whatever we should call it, you tell us what we should call it. But Friday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. we're going to be watching all the conferences and also live streaming some of them. Live at Big 12s. We're going to be live at Mountain West. And then on Sunday we'll be live at Big 10s. 3 conference championships all live on FloTrack, and we'll give you some breakdowns. The non-live FloTrack championships like SECs, Pac-12s, West Coast Conference. What do you think BYU and Portland's going to be like?
I got a feeling BYU is going to do pretty well at that West Coast Conference, coming back a year after sweeping the West Coast Conference meet.
Are they calling a second sweep?
But I think it's going to be a little tighter because I don't want to hurt my boys there a little bit there in purple too much, because we've got a workout week on the site right now with the Portland men. It's a lot of fun. Rob Connor, a great guy to profile. I'm excited about it. Conference weekend though, you can't get much better than that. A few days ahead of Halloween. It's cross country at its peak this time of year.
Peak cross country.
Just like my mustache.
Pac-12s is going to be awesome with the top teams, the Stanfords, Colorados, Oregons. Who's going to rise to the cream of the crop out there at Pac-12s, but also Mountain West. I'm looking forward to Boise State versus New Mexico. We haven't seen Boise State run since Nuttycombe. New Mexico had a good finish at pre-nats. What are you liking between the New Mexico women versus the Boise State women? Yeah, New Mexico has question marks after their big three of Prouse and Kurgat, obviously, and Kaladi, the big three in reverse there. We'll see if their 4 and 5 can rise to that occasion. I think Boise State is a little bit better of a back-end scores. You gonna pick a Boise State upset?
I'm gonna choose a Boise State upset. I'm feeling Alio, Claire O'Brien, Venters. I think it's a good top 3. They have better 4-5 runners. I'm picking the upset there.
On the Big 12 action, Iowa State looking to win on both the men's and the women's side, especially on the men's side. Iowa State, another team that decided to skip pre-nats. We're gonna see what Edwin Kerr got, Andrew Jordan, some of their other guys, Festus Legat. What can they do? Can they put 5 in the top 10, maybe 5 in the top 8? I don't know. Well, it's a big shift. It used to be Oklahoma State's conference. It used to be the Oklahoma State Invitational, but now Iowa State, after winning last year, looking to even dominate more this year.
Yeah, and I think they will. They only won by a point last year, but that was kind of on Texas's home course. You bring it out. It's going to be now on Iowa State's home course at Ames. The tables are going to be completely turned. It's going to be another win, but a dominating one, in my opinion, for Iowa State men.
And then Big 10, Morgan McDonald back in action, leading the Wisconsin Badgers. See some good stuff from them. I mean, Morgan McDonald's not the defending champ, Oliver Horace. So.
Yeah. I got a feeling McDonald's going to be that winner after that Nuttycombe race. He's going to be rested, and Wisconsin, they have a solid team, but they'll need to run well to get that W there.
And Michigan women with their 5th and 6th, 7th year seniors are going to be doing their stuff against the Wisconsin women over there on the women's side. But all the conferences, check them out. Big 10, Big 12, Mountain West Live and Flow, Conference Watch Extravaganza Friday afternoon. Check out Lincoln and I and this mustache. Look at that mustache. Let's zoom in on the mustache.
It'll be even better.
Zoom in on that mustache. You got your fix.